What is project management? You're probably already performing many aspects of project management without knowing it. You're probably managing the development process in a common sense, intuitive manner. You're probably already managing the project fairly well, but there may be areas where you can improve. The field of project management is based on the processes that project leaders have developed and refined over many years. ISO 21500 from 2012, Guidance on Project Management, is the ISO standard that defines these practices. Project management and the advice that this e-learning will give you doesn't change the ISO process defined by the ISO IC directives and ISO documents. It complements it. Rather than thinking about standards development as a series of separate and distinct stages, through this e-learning you will be encouraged to think about the entire standards development process as one project. In other words, to carefully consider and plan at the very outset of each work item, re-evaluating as needed throughout the life of the project, all the steps that need to be taken to reach a desired result within a particular time. Project management definitions. Let's start with some key definitions. A project, according to the ISO IC directives, is any work intended to lead to the issue of a new, amended, or revised international standard. The project manager, referred to in ISO as the project leader, is the convener who is responsible for the project. The secretary is responsible for the project management support. The role of the secretary is described in 1.9.2 and 2.1.7 of the ISO IEC Directives Part 1. As explained in Clause 2.1.7, the Secretariat of the Technical Committee or Subcommittee is responsible for the management of all projects in the program of work of that technical committee or subcommittee, including monitoring of their progress against the agreed target dates. So what is the difference between the role of the Secretariat and project leader in practical terms? Here, we have to distinguish between the accountability of the Secretariat, the ISO member body that holds the Secretariat of the committee in question, who is responsible for the overall work of the technical committee or subcommittee, versus the role of the project leader, who is the person identified at the very beginning of the project as being responsible for overseeing the completion of individual projects. Project leaders do such things, among others, as coordinate activities, set milestones, keep work on track. The project leader is responsible for overseeing the delivery of the project from start to finish. The project team is the project leader plus the members of the committee, subcommittee, or working group that is developing the standard. ISO has very clear rules about who are the project team members as the draft moves through the various stages of development. The details of who can be participating, P, or observer, O, members of a committee are addressed in Clause 1.7 of the ISO IEC Directives Part 1. Who can be working group member is addressed in Clause 1.12, and the participation of liaisons is addressed in Clause 1.17.